Good morning, students. Let's continue our chapter 5 Equatorial Regions. Let us recapitulate quickly. We had learned where is equatorial region, what type of climate is in equatorial region, what type of natural vegetation exists in equatorial region, and the animals' life in equatorial region. Today, we shall learn about human life. Human life. Equatorial regions are the most thinly populated parts of the world. Thinly populated means very less people live in these equatorial regions. Why? We had learned that equatorial region has very hot and humid climate and almost everyday rainfall. So climate is very adverse and harsh. Over that, the forests are very dense and thick. So the life here becomes very uncomfortable. That's why very few people live in these forests. Some tribes are found in the dense forest. So in these forests, some tribes are found. Life is very tough for these tribes. So in these forests, life is very tough because of the climatic conditions and the dense forest. Now, malaria and sleeping sickness are common diseases in the region. We had learned these forests are full of lots of animals and also insects. So insects carry lot of sleeping sickness and malaria and other common diseases also. Now, the sea monks of Malaysia. Sea monks are the tribal groups which live in Malaysia. And pygmies. Pygmies also are a tribal group. They live in Congo, are the most well-known people of this region. Pygmies are unusual as they are very short in height. So pygmies look very different as they have very short height. Some other tribal peoples such as Dayaks of Borneo, Bentus of Congo, Kubus of Sumatra and the Amazon Indians form the farming communities. So there are some other tribal groups also which do farming work, agriculture work. Which are the tribal communities doing agricultural work? Dayaks of Borneo, Bentus of Congo, Kubus of Sumatra and the Amazon Indians. They do the farming community or farming activities. Now they do shifting agriculture. Shifting agriculture means they keep on changing from one field to the other. Once the fertility of their field is over, they search another field instead of cultivating in the same because they do not know the art of using fertilizers, pesticides, chemicals. So they cannot increase the fertility of the soil by adding these. So they move to the another field. So in equatorial region, shifting agriculture is practiced by most of them. The main crops like in our place we have crops like wheat, rice. They cultivate cassava, yam, maize, banana, groundnuts and number of some vegetables also. Most of the farming is done by the women. So ladies or women do the work in the field and men go for hunting and fishing. Men do hunting and fishing jobs. After 2-3 years, when the fertility of the soil is depleted, as I told you, the shifting cultivation means when the fertility of the soil is over after 2-3 years, they move to some another place which is nearby. Okay, that's why after 2-3 years, when the fertility of the soil is depleted, the natives move to a new area, usually nearby, close to them. Okay. Now, large plantations. So when Europeans came to these forest equatorial regions, what they did? They took away these forest areas from the tribal people and cut these forest areas and turned them into the large plantation. Large plantation means growing a single crop into a large area. The agriculture plantation has been widely used in Indonesia, Malaysia, West Africa and Central America. These are the places in equatorial region where the plantation crops are grown. Indonesia, Malaysia, West Africa and Central America in equatorial region. Which are the crops? Plantation crops? The crops such as tea, coffee, rubber and cocoa. They are the plantation crops grown on a large scale. Next we have mining activities in equatorial region. Mining means extracting minerals. The dense forest of equatorial region has made mining very difficult because the forests are very thick and dense. It is difficult to go into them and remove the minerals. But still, in some areas, mining is carried on a large scale. And which are the minerals extracted? Copper, diamond and gold in Congo Basin is extracted. Tin is extracted in Malaysia. Petroleum is extracted from Sumatra, Java, Borneo. Bauxite is extracted from Guianas in South America and oil is extracted from Brunei and Indonesia. Okay, so these are the minerals extracted from different equatorial region. Once again we can see copper, diamond and gold from Congo Basin, tin from Malaysia, petroleum from Sumatra, Java, Borneo, bauxite from Guianas in South America and oil in Brunei and Indonesia. Next we have commercial centers. Commercial centers means they are famous for trade and commerce. Okay. So the major commercial centers in equatorial region are Jakarta, that is capital of Indonesia, Java, Singapore, Kuala Lumpur, that is capital of Malaysia, Accra, which is capital of Ghana, West Africa, Kishangani and Kinshasa, the capital of Congo. These are all major commercial center in equatorial region. This is how your chapter is completed, children. And now I am also giving you some question answers. Do them in the copy and learn them. Thank you.